postmodern realism, in that it's photographic, part of it's photographic in nature at least.
I wanted to ask it too. You said that he has created a book, and is this book about your bookstore?
It is. It was done entirely on the bookstore. Yes, go ahead. Hello, Terry?
No, that's not me.
All right. Go ahead with your question. You were asking me about that.
Yeah, the question that I asked was, about the book that he has created is about your bookstore.
Yes, that's correct. He did a series of photo shoots there in the store over a period of time. And these are photographs of different parts of the store, different shelves, different books, different movies, different records, in various parts of the store. And, of course, it's done, once again, it's an art book. Some would call it a small coffee table book because it's a large, oversized paperback, and it's documenting scenes from there within the store at that time. So it reflects how the store looked in many areas at that time.
Could you describe some of the pictures in the books?
Oh, sure, absolutely. The photo shoots were done largely in 2009 and 2010, and this edition, which I have, is number 6 of 100. This was a signed and numbered. There were only 100 of these produced, so it's a limited edition art piece.
Like I asked before, can you describe some of the pictures in the book?
Yes, I'll be glad to. Marxism and the Human Individual by Adam Schaff is on the opening first page. The very first photograph shows a picture of that book along with some other books beside it. As you go further in, there's a display of VHS movies where you can see all the covers of the different movies, and there's some calendars below that as well.
That sounds good. Can you give us a general review of the book?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is, shall we say, a tribute to the bookstore, a tribute to bookstores in general, a tribute to the iconic nature of the small, independent American bookstore, which my bookstore is very much in the tradition of the European bookstores, which, as you know, have a cultural tradition. In Europe and in France particularly, the bookstores over there are a meeting place for the intellectuals where they congregate. There is one bookstore in particular in Paris where Ernest Hemingway and Gertrude Stein and Mao Zedong and a number of historical and literary figures frequented this store. And in many European bookstores, they have they did back in the 20s and 30s and 40s, what was known as a salon. And this would be a gathering of intellectuals who would sit around and talk and discuss issues, and all of these important cultural discussions would take place within bookstores in Europe. And so my store is very much within that tradition, as opposed